I want to talk about this Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes situation because personally, I feel like it's a direct reflection of what our society is going through right now, and I'm going to explain it. Taylor Swift is clearly on the left, Brittany Mahomes is on the right. They end up going to a game together. They come together for common ground, right? And people are like up in arms, like, I can't believe she's still be friends with her, I can't believe this, da 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 da. But it's like, yeah, because that's how the real world works. Online, crazy chaos, can't believe it. Let's divide, let's choose sides. Let's who do you choose and who do you not like? Pick her or her. It's either her or her. Team Taylor, Team Brittany. That's online. But in the real world, you go out and you still hang out with people that have different views of yours, and you still can actually be friends with them. It's weird. Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, I looked it up, seats about 70,000 people. 70,000, okay? So aside from the Taylor Brittany thing, these other 68,998 people are there as well. And I'm pretty sure, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that not 100% of them are on one side of the political spectrum. Pretty sure it's going to be divided in some way. Some people are going to be Republicans, some people are going to be Democrats. But yet, here they are, together at a game, coming together for a common ground. It's actually ironic that they're coming together at a game, which is also team-driven, right? You're either on this team or that team. You're fighting for the opposing side or your defense side. Heaven forbid Brittany and Taylor are like on opposing sides, right? Like one's wearing another jersey, like oh my God, like I feel like people's heads would actually explode, because that would be just feeding into the whole team upon team. Like, what do we do? Like, we have to choose this side and this side, and at the same time choose this side and this side. Like, oh my God, mind melt. This goes to show you how there's an innate programming inside of us, and it starts when we were children, how innate it is that we want to choose sides, okay? And it comes from, in my opinion, comes from us wanting to be a part of a team, right? So when you're little, you want to be picked on this team or that team. Like, you're either on the good team or the not good team. You just want to be picked by somebody, so you end up being on this team. And it's this innate programming that we want to be a part of a team, and when we're on a team, we stay loyal to that team. We promote that team. We get excited about that team, and this is like an innate programming that's inside of us. And so this raises that feeling on so many levels. This team versus this team. Is it this? Is it red or blue? Is it Vikings or Chiefs? Is it Taylor versus Brittany? Is it Jacob versus whatever the guy's name was? Is it Aniston versus Pitt? Like, whatever. Like, we're constantly choosing sides. And here's the thing. Social media in general knows this, okay? For decades now, social media has been preying on our innate psychological programming. And it knows that we cannot help but eventually choose a side, because that's what's happening now. It's like it's either her or her. Like, you choose now. You choose this side or that side. If you don't choose this side, you're automatically on that side. Heaven forbid you actually think in the middle of that, right? Like, if you give a pause, like somebody will ask you, like, are you this or that? And if you pause for like a moment to even think about, like, well, maybe is there a different way? Like, do I have to do whatever? That even pause for thinking is cause for, like, nope, you chose the other side. Done. You're done. Canceled. You're done. And this is a problem, because once you start just kind of like dividing this versus this, and you don't give anybody a chance to actually think in the middle, or your thoughts are taken away from you because somebody else is like, if you don't choose this, you're that. This is a problem. Like, this is full-blown dystopian shit when you can't even think for yourself anymore. In order to beat this system, we actually have to be out in the real world and not online. Because the second we're online, and I fall prey to this too, my blood changes when I get on social media. Like, you feel the dopamine, you feel your blood like shifting. If you're online all the time and you're being fed this, because by the way, it's not about like Taylor and Brittany doing this, it's about what you're fed and how the media spins it, and it clickbaits, and so you click on it and you read it a certain way that gets your wheels spinning and gets your blood shifting. But out in the real world, that's not really how it works. Like, we all know that, like, when we go out in the real world, we're not picking up people's brains apart in the grocery store or a restaurant or a movie theater or whatever to wonder, like, what their political views are, and, how are we going to, like, strike up an argument or a fight with somebody. We don't do that. We actually sit next to people in movie theaters. We go to football games. We do all these things, and we cheers with people. We meet people. We interact with people, and we talk to people and find common ground with people. This is what we are supposed to be doing as Americans right now. This is literally what we are supposed to be doing, not dividing over over these crazy emotional topics. Like, yes, they're challenging, but we're supposed to be coming together to figure out common ground and not falling into the trap, the literal psychological and financial trap of this clickbait and this online division. Because when you put your phone down, you turn off the news and go out in the real world, we're not that divided and we can figure things out. The reason why I feel like this is such a reflection of our society is because when I see all of these things, I watch all of these things, I'm like, wow, like this really plays on so many things that are going on with us. Like, it seems really simple, this story, but it's the way the media spins things. It takes things that they know you're going to click on, hot button issues mixed with celebrity worship, especially T Swift, and it's going to throw it out there into the media to get us all ramped up over things that honestly don't matter. It really doesn't matter what these two girls stand for. What matters is what you stand for. Like, what matters is your morals and your standards and how you show up in the world. And that is how you should be voting. Okay? Like, you need to tap into yourself. Forget what everybody else is doing at these games, these celebrities, these whatever. You need to tap into yourself and go, what do I stand for? What matters to me? What are my morals? And that is who you vote for. Like, you look those people up, you look at where their money comes from, you get involved in your community, by the way. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, forget the president for a second. Like, I'm like, honestly, I could care less who the president at this point is, because we know that at the end of the day, they kind of don't do as much as we think they do, right? What matters is in your community. Okay, you need to be looking up your judges. Okay, you need to be looking up where your water is coming from. Like, there are so many things. It starts in our community and then it goes all the way up. And this is where you should be focusing. You focus on what your morals are and what is going on in your community, because this is where it matters. The reason it matters is because the media, because it preys on our psychology and all of our innate programming issues, it sways us, it distracts us, it gets us focused on what other people are doing instead of focusing on ourselves and what really matters. Like, this is why it's important, because focusing on what T Swift and Britney are doing is literally not your concern. The media will have you believing that it's your concern because, they have so much power and pull and we should be doing what they're doing. But hear me out. Go to Taylor Swift's Instagram, okay, for me, and look at how many followers she has. She has like 250 million followers or something I looked up last night. Guess how many she's following? Guess how many she is following? 0. Yep, 0. This woman follows 0 people. She has her comment section turned off, okay? So she has all these millions and millions of followers waiting on her every move, waiting to see what she's going to say, who she's going to vote for, what she's going to do. But follow. This woman is not following you back. She's not following you back, and she's not reading your comments because she has her comment section off. You know why? Because she's out there doing the damn thing. She's living her best life. She's making her billions. She's living her best life. She's living in the real world with the friends that she enjoys, regardless of their political opinions, doing her damn thing, not following anybody back, not getting into comment sections, not fighting online because it's not real. So to me, this is another reflection of our society, the distraction and the swaying that happens because people are so focused on celebrities or, high profile politicians. There's all these things going on, and it's taking us away from here. It's taking us away from what we're really supposed to be focusing on, which is what's going on in here with our families, our communities. Like, it's taking us so far away and having us, focus on people that literally don't care about us. Like, they're literally doing things differently. They're on another playing field, another level. Like, she's going to do whatever she's going to do politically with her money because, she's going to choose her people based on her morals, which is exactly what we should be doing. We shouldn't be choosing them because of her morals. We should be choosing because of ours. If you align with hers, awesome. But if you don't, that's okay too. The beauty of being American is the fact that we get to exercise our right to vote for whoever we choose. Like, I live in a state that has a dog for a mayor in one of the towns because that's what they chose, because it's America, baby. Like, that's what I mean. It's like we're getting so far out of line as what our freedom of choices are, and we should be able to exercise our rights to choose to vote for whoever we want based on where we come from, who we are, what we stand for. And if it doesn't align with other people, that's exactly what America is. Like, we're supposed to all be living here with all these different belief systems and values and everything. That's literally what America is supposed to be. Now, I'm willing to bet at this point in time, most of us have already picked who we're going to vote for, okay? I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think any of us are being swayed one way or another. So let it be. You know who you're going to vote for. Stand tall in that. Understand that that's what you're going to do on November 4th, and be okay with it. If you're okay with who you're voting for, you're good. Put the phone down. Put the social media down. Put the regular media down. Go outside, hang out with your friends, with your family. Go hug people that you're unclear about what their political views are, but they're good people. And if you want to have those conversations, have the hard conversations, ask people where they're coming from and why. Get into it with the people in your life, in your real world. Get involved with your community. Look up, don't get distracted by the celebrities. Don't get distracted by the dog and pony show, the clickbait, the lights in the camera, the drama, the emotion. Like, shut it down. Have conversations. Go in your community. Look up things that really matter. Like, where's the money coming from? Like, where the money is going, okay? Your community, your local community, your judges, the things that are happening in your community that you really can change. Don't get distracted by it all, okay? Because let's be honest, Taylor Swift's not, okay? If you really want to do what she's doing and take a play from her playbook, don't follow people. Turn your comment section off. Don't be distracted by it, because what matters is what's going on in your actual life. And she clearly knows that, because she's living her best one.